Welcome to Explain, a series of health education programs published by the Patient Education Institute, the leading provider of interactive health education. This video includes general medical information and does not replace the medical advice of your doctor or healthcare provider. If you have questions pertaining to your medical condition, ask your doctor or healthcare provider. Open shoulder surgery. Introduction. Over the last few years, shoulder injuries have become more common because people are exercising more frequently. Diagnosing and treating these injuries may include an open surgery to fix any problems that may show up. If your doctor recommends open shoulder surgery, the decision whether or not to have surgery is yours. This program will help you understand better the benefits and risks of this surgery. Anatomy. The shoulder joint joins the upper body to the arm. The following bones are included in this joint: the scapula, or shoulder blade bone, and the humerus, which is the upper arm bone. These bones are covered by special tissue called cartilage. The smooth surfaces of the cartilage allow for smooth, painless movement at the shoulder joint. Ligaments connect the bones and help stabilize the shoulder. To allow your shoulder to move in all directions, shoulder muscles attached to the shoulder blade anchor themselves in the head of the humerus through specialized tendons. The combination of these tendons is known as the rotator cuff. As you can see, the rotator cuff runs under part of the shoulder blade. Symptoms and their causes. Arthritis, or inflammation of the joint, causes the surfaces to become rough. Injury to the shoulder can cause cartilage tears. The ligaments may also rupture or break. Tears in the tendons of the rotator cuff could happen. These tears could be small or could involve the entire cuff. The tendons of the rotator cuff could become inflamed because of overuse or because they are pinched by the overlying bone. Any of these conditions can cause severe shoulder pain and make it hard to move the arm. The pain may make it difficult or impossible to work. Sponsored by the Patient Education Institute. www.patient-education.com. Over 5,000 videos and interactive tutorials. Alternative treatments. Patients may try medications such as aspirin or ibuprofen to decrease the inflammation in the shoulder. Physical therapy can help keep the joint as mobile as possible. Physical therapy can also strengthen muscles to prevent further injuries. Injections of steroids in the shoulder joint may relieve symptoms. If the pain makes it difficult to work and does not respond to other treatments, then open shoulder surgery may be considered. Surgical treatment. The joint is approached through an incision in the shoulder region. The operation lets the surgeon look inside the joint and determine the exact problem. It also lets the surgeon fix some of the problems. For example, the surgeon may be able to shave off a part of loose cartilage that may be causing lots of pain. Tears in the rotator cuff could be mended by repairing it primarily without additional tissue or by re-anchoring the tendons in the humerus. The surgeon may instead attach a tendon from a different part of the body to repair the rotator cuff. Part of the bone pinching the rotator cuff could be shaved to make more space for the tendons. Shoulder replacement surgery may be done to replace the damaged shoulder joint with an artificial joint. At the end of the operation, the incision is closed and the patient usually goes home the day of the surgery or in a few days. Risks and complications. This operation is very safe. There are, however, several possible risks and complications which are very unlikely but possible. You need to know about them just in case they happen. By being informed, you may be able to help your doctor detect complications early. The risks and complications include those related to anesthesia and those related to any type of surgery. Risks of general anesthesia include nausea, vomiting, urinary retention, cut lips, chipped teeth, sore throat, and headache. More serious risks of general anesthesia include heart attacks, strokes, and pneumonia. Your anesthesiologist will discuss these risks with you and ask you if you are allergic to certain medications. Blood clots in the legs can occur due to inactivity during and after the surgery. These usually show up a few days after surgery. They cause the leg to swell and hurt. Blood clots can become dislodged from the leg and go to the lungs, where they will cause shortness of breath, chest pain, and possibly death. Sometimes the shortness of breath can happen without warning. It is extremely important to let your doctors know if any of these symptoms occur. Getting out of bed shortly after surgery may help decrease the risk of blood clots in the legs. Some of the risks are seen in any type of surgery. These include 1. Infection, deep or at the skin level. 2. Bleeding, either during or after the operation. 3. Skin scars that may be painful or ugly. Other risks and complications are related specifically to this surgery. These, again, are very rare. However, it is important to know about them. Muscles and tendons around the shoulder may be injured. Bones in and around the shoulder joint can break during or after surgery. However, these injuries rarely occur. Arteries and veins going to the arm may be injured. Nerves going to the arm may also be injured with arm weakness or decreased sensation. If the shoulder joint is replaced, the artificial joint may loosen or become worn over time. If this happens, another surgery is needed to replace the loose or worn part. The pain may not be relieved by the operation. It may even be worse than before the surgery. However, this rarely occurs. After the surgery, most patients go home within a few days after the operation. You may be given a sling to use for a short period after the operation. Physical therapy may be necessary after the operation to rehabilitate your shoulder. If you like this video, please like and share. For similar videos, subscribe to our channel. Summary. Damage to the shoulder can happen in the bones, the ligaments, the cartilage, or in the tendons. This can happen in one place in the shoulder called the rotator cuff, where many tendons come together. If the damage is bad enough, open shoulder surgery can be a way to find out what kind of damage has been done and to repair the problems. Open shoulder surgery is very successful in helping decrease your pain and improve your quality of life. This operation is very safe with good results. However, as you have learned, complications may happen. Knowing about them will help you detect them early if they happen. Thank you for using Explain.